help you? I'm Julius Caesar. Right. Well, I was hoping that you could make me a Julius Caesar sundae. A Julius Caesar sundae? What does that even mean? Don't you know who I am? Yes, yeah, the Shakespeare guy. You read my book, right?
I know we did all of the quizzes in class, but what if Professor Adams sent Julius Caesar to me to quiz me for all of my karma, for all of my late work, and she needs to prove that I read Shakespeare? I need to prove myself.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, then make me a sundae based off of me and who I am and what I deserve. I got it coming right up for you. I'm gonna go do that for you.
Now, to make a sundae fit for Julius Caesar, we must look at him in depth as a character. I am assigning him toppings and flavors based off of key aspects of him as a character in Shakespeare's play. To start off, I'm going in with a vanilla ice cream. In a perfect world, this is vanilla bean, but Handles doesn't carry vanilla bean, just vanilla. So just pretend that it's got those little black specks in it, right? So vanilla bean represents the human Caesar underneath his great old lavish reputation that he has. This is why the vanilla is put on the bottom. It's basically kind of the hidden Caesar within. It shows his physical weaknesses, his trust in Calpurnia, and his desire to appear strong. Vanilla is subtle, but in reality it's complex when you actually look closely at it, just like the parts of Caesar that Shakespeare shows us briefly, but meaningfully. The next flavor I'm going in with is coffee chocolate chip, and it's basically to represent his drive and his relentless momentum. Caesar is always moving, pushing, and expanding his influence. Our coffee chocolate chip, having real coffee in it, is basically the flavor of forward motion and determination. It symbolizes his military, his brilliance, his energy as a leader, and the way his ambition keeps him awake to opportunity. But the fun chocolate chips represent his carelessness and blindness to danger. And right on top, and having the most quantity of it, we are going in with the salty caramel truffle, basically representing Caesar's ambition. Salted caramel is bold, rich, and decadent, just like the public image that Caesar cultivates. It has a mix of sweetness and intensity, mirroring how Caesar presents himself as benevolent, but still reaches for greater power. The salt adds an edge that fits his growing belief in his own invincibility. But those caramel truffles with the liquid caramel on the inside kind of represent that soft innerness that still lies beneath. As for toppings, I'm starting off with some Reese's Pieces because they are the closest thing that I have to gold sprinkles in my workplace. But they represent the crown that he never officially takes but always hovers around. Caesar is adored and celebrated and wrapped in lots of gold symbolism. And the sprinkles kind of sit on top of everything, the way his public persona overshadows his private self. Next, I am going in with waffle cone pieces to represent his stubbornness and constancy. Waffle cone pieces are rigid and unyielding. It mirrors Caesar's insistence that he is constant as the Northern Star, refusing to change his mind or listen to warnings. Waffle cones look impressive, but they crack under pressure, just like his political image cracks at the Senate. And for the final topping, I am going in with some crushed maraschino cherries, very, very heavy on the red sauce that they sit in, to represent his assassination and the fallout. The dark red, dramatic, and impossible to ignore. It symbolizes the literal bloodshed of his murder and the emotional political ripple effects that stain everything afterwards. But once it is poured on, it runs through the entire sundae, just as Caesar's death shapes the rest of the play. For the finishing touches, I'm going in with some whipped cream, and I'm also going to go back in with those quote-unquote gold sprinkles, Reese's Pieces, basically to show once again about how his power kind of overshadows his private self. And, of course, we have to go back in with a cherry on top, but as fitting as this sundae is for Caesar, it decides to topple and fall over, just as he does, making it the perfect sundae for Julius Caesar in Shakespeare's play.
got your sundae for you right here. Julius Caesar. For you. Don't forget a spoon. You deem this sundae as worthy enough of me? Well, sometimes things don't always go according to plan. What is that supposed to mean? Brutus? What the f? You too? And then, yeah,